Hi, I'm the Rap Critic, and I never thought I'd say this in a full episode, but let's talk about Rae Sremmurd, as requested by Judge Moki on my Patreon. And if you'd like to request a video and watch videos early, yada yada yada, go to the thing. So 2 years ago, Rae Sremmurd came onto the scene and made us question just what even anything means anymore. No, for real, both of their hit songs claimed to be about one thing, but did the exact opposite. No Flex Zone was all about flexing and bragging, and No Type, in which they said, I ain't got no type, was followed by the exact type of women they liked. Even their name, which is Eardrummers backwards, makes no sense because it's supposed to be said like Rae Sremmurd, even though there's no H between the S and the R.
So you have to remember, there's a silent H between the S and the R, and if you don't pronounce the H, then you will never get our name correct.
A silent H means that an H is present in the spelling of the word, but you don't actually pronounce it. Dumbasses.
And the floating line and the 3 make the erd sound.
And the floating line and the 3 make the erd sound.
You guys don't even know what you're talking about. Oh my god, I could have made a whole video just on their names, but we gotta get to the song. So apparently, Black Beatles went #1 on the charts as of the time I'm recording this. And a lot of people are saying it's because of the mannequin challenge, in which a lot of people try to stay as frozen as possible while a camera pans around them. Now personally, this is one of my favorite trends from the last year. Because as opposed to just dunking water on someone or just dancing, holding a position takes a bit of discipline and patience. And it's fascinating to watch people in mid-motion like a Twilight Zone episode and see how the camera pans around them and looks closely to see if anyone moves. This got so big, even freaking Paul McCartney did it, which is kind of cool seeing that this song is called Black Beatles and all. I know it's always the hip thing to hate on whatever's trending, but I don't know, I like this trend. And for whatever reason, people ended up using this song in the background of a lot of these challenges. And well, the beat work sounds completely lifeless, so I guess Mannequin Challenge kinda works. But okay, since this is apparently the most visible song right now, let's analyze the lyrics. Even though I know the only reason it's popular is because of the challenge and has nothing to do with its lyrical content. But screw it, this is what I do, okay?
Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the money.
So the song is about how they're making money like the Beatles did back in the day. That's cool, so is this all gonna have like a lot of Beatles references in relation to getting money? Like, I wanna hold this cash, or maybe 10K on my wrist in diamonds. I mean, sure, it's corny, but at least it'd be interesting.
You sent flowers, but you said you didn't receive.
What?
Mike will
I thought this was gonna be a brag rap song about the Beatles, but I guess it's about how some girl curbed you? Alright.
That girl is a real crowd, please.
So, it's just another song about how all women are scandalous hoes, right? I mean, we started it off with a line about how you're sending flowers to a girl you like, but she said she didn't get them, which I'm assuming is because she was rejecting your advances, but I don't know, maybe they were legit sent to the wrong address. I mean, if the former is true, then we've got a setup for a story about a girl you're pining after that won't love you back, which would have a parallel to an actual Beatles song, Hello Little Girl. But if the latter is true, that there was just a mix-up at the post office, well, that's not a very compelling way to start your song. Also, she says she didn't need them, which I have to assume is another cut into you, like, dude, don't waste your time trying to woo me because I don't care. And it can be assumed she's some kind of sex worker, right? I mean, what else could you mean? You just mentioned a girl rejecting your advances. I doubt you're trying to interrupt that thought process to talk about her captivating presence as a singer. You're talking about a stripper, right? Wait, why am I even asking? As if mainstream rappers talk about women in any positions other than stripper and prostitute. And wait a minute, you're sending strippers flowers? Tisk, Rae Sremmurd. I thought rappers were all about not loving these hoes. What part of the game is this? And what's worse, she doesn't even accept the flowers. Because, you know, why would she? This isn't some school play where you want to show your appreciation by sending some roses backstage. It's a friggin' strip club. You think it means anything to a stripper that some rando wants to send her flowers?
Young bull living like an old geese.
Is that what this song is supposed to be? You living like an old geezer?
Quick release the cash, watch it fall slowly. Smoke in the air, binge drinking.
Old geezers smoke weed and drink excessively while throwing around money at a strip club. Unless you're talking specifically about Hugh Hefner, I wouldn't use old geezer as a term for octogenarian party animals. I'd think more along the lines of playing shuffleboard, watching Judge Judy, maybe doing some crossword puzzles, not throwing money around at King of Diamonds.
Getting so gone, I'm not blinking. What in the world was I thinking?
Okay, I think I figured this out. Maybe the last minute or so of this song, he was so high, he was just babbling and throwing out money, and now he just came down from his high, and he's like, oh my god, my eyes hurt, I think I've spent way too much money in this club, did I like send someone a box of flowers at some point? I don't know how I'm gonna pay my mortgage, oh god, this was a mistake.
There is nothing to explain.
Quite the contrary, dude. You still haven't explained the whole thing about the girl and the flowers. I mean, that's how you started the song. What, am I just supposed to forget about that? And what the hell does this have to do with being Black Beatles?
Rockin' John Lennon lenses, like to see him spread eagle to.
Ah, okay, so he just mentioned the John Lennon glasses. So, is that it? Is that why you're calling yourselves Black Beatles? That's all you got? Because I'm pretty sure the Beatles are known for more than just some eyewear that only one of them wore.
Took a bitch to the club and let a party on the table, screaming everybody's famous. Like clockwork, I blow it all.
Literally none of that rhymed. Where are the comparisons? Where are the lyrics that make direct connections other than the first line?
Came in with two girls look like scribbles in their real clothes.
Oh yeah, and then Gucci Mane comes into the song, and fellow hip-hop fans from the South seem to have a fascination with Gucci, and I don't get it. He's never really engaged me. I honestly don't see what sets him apart from any other trap rappers other than the fact that he's been around for a long time. Like, what's his energy? What's his unique charm? Young Jeezy at least has the voice and the ad-libs. For Gucci, it's just, I mean, you know, he is rapping what he says. For God's sakes, he just got out of prison for gun charges. But to me, that authenticity, while giving credence to your lyrics, doesn't automatically make them dope. Just like the fact that we've all experienced being in love before doesn't mean we're all good at writing love songs. Sorry, but the half-asleep, stuffy-nosed delivery just never captivated me. And let me guess, he's gonna have a really good verse, because that's what happens whenever I set things up like this.
It's so much money on the floor, we buying school clothes. Black man, yellow lamb, red like dope.
Okay, never mind. Well, at least he doesn't sound so, you know, stuffy anymore. Also, apparently he's not messing with drugs anymore. He's like 3 years sober, out of jail, and trying to live a more crime-free life. Which is great. I hope things go well on that front.
And a pint of lean, pound of weed, and a kilo. Like Chapo serving yayo to the gringos.
Doesn't necessarily sound like he's done with drugs, but from his interviews and stuff, he sounds a lot more clean-cut and cleaned up, so why is he still talking about drugs? I thought the reason why people liked you was because you were real, right? Shouldn't you be reflecting that new reality in your music? I even tried to listen to some of his new music to make sure I wasn't missing something, but nope, dude's picked up right where he left off with the same simple drug, sex, guns lyrics with minimal attempts at wordplay, which is fine. Hey, it's got him this far, and if it's music that'll keep him from going to jail, that's fine, so be it. But for me, I just don't feel it. Oh, and he also makes no reference to the Beatles, so this verse is a waste as well. Then we get the Slim Jexamy Jimmy? Man, we gotta keep moving. So, does he make any Beatles references?
She's a good teaser, and we blowing reefer.
Nope, not here.
I had haters when I was broke, I'm rich, I still got haters.
Nothing clever here either.
I wear leather Gucci jackets like it's still the 80s.
I don't think that's a strictly 80s thing. I'm pretty sure rich assholes still wear Gucci jackets.
Black Beatle, bitch, me and Palmer gun related.
So was that it? Was that the only reference he got? There wasn't even any wordplay or hyperbole or a joke or a reference or anything. It was just a lie. Like, that's not true. That's obviously not true. So why did you say it? God, you guys are songwriters. Well, overall, I give this a 1 out of 5. It's completely forgettable, and it wastes the opportunity to do something fun in exchange for more generic rap. It's not even bad enough to get angry at it. It's just too bland to warrant any real response other than slight confusion. But those videos of people doing the mannequin challenges, I can't lie, I can't get enough of them. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look, that guy's moving, he's moving.